believe as long as I have electricity, as long as I have water, as long as my community is clean, that's what people want.
The Kruger National Park is the largest game reserve in South Africa. It's also one of the world's top tourist attractions. But since 1998, 5 communities have been trying to settle a land restitution claim in the park. Among them is the Madonsi people, who claim 115,000 hectares belongs to them. Let's go to the trustees now. One of the trustees is Richard Miyambu, who can speak to us further about those issues there. Mr. Miyambu, thank you very much for your time. Just explain to us, the land applicants, exactly, the reasons they are saying that they actually should own part of the Kruger National Park.
Good day to everyone. I thank you for giving us this opportunity. Now, we started this in 1998. Allow me to say this. By 1998, I was 40-something years, if you can count until up to today, which means there is a big problem on what is happening there. So, from the beginning, when we started this settlement, the government didn't give any opportunity to the poor of the poorest. Whatever they were doing for themselves, they didn't include us in negotiation, whatever they imposed to us. And then we have been forced to accept or to sign whatever without our legal right. That is the first point. We sign without our legal right. And they themselves, they had their legal right. So after then, we demanded whatever it's supposed to come to us. So we have been sent from pillar to post by the officials. Now, as I'm speaking to you, most of the people have passed away, and most of the families are fighting. As I'm speaking to you now, some of the people, they think we have accepted a brown envelope from Kruger National Park. So the very, very critical thing, our own black government, they are guilty as equal to apartheid government. Allow me to say this, because what they are doing, they are rubbing. It's like they are rubbing salt on a wound. So we have been. Okay.
Mr. Miyambu, just, I think I read somewhere that the Restitution Commission actually offered, the claimants for 80,000 hectares of the land, but it seems they're offering you something really low, a price that's really low for each hectare. Can you explain that part to us?
Hello?
Yes,
you know
Mr.
what
Miyambu?
They did? Yes. They offered us 610 rand per hectare, meaning there will be a equitable redress. That equitable redress is that they don't want to sit when we talk about the equitable redress, because we don't have a land right there. We understand that Kruger National Park, it's a hub of our economy. We do want a business opportunity also, so that our own kids can say something. They don't want to give us a notarial title deed, which means it's a traceable way of when our forefathers had a land in from which year to which year. They don't want to do that. They are doing businesses there on our land. Since then, we never benefited anything. So we are, we are crying. Let me say, this is the cry for the beloved land. The land, without land, we are nothing. Our kids are suffering. Most of, if you can check, especially in Limpopo, we have got a lot of teenage pregnancy. There is no job. We do have a capacity where we can do something for ourselves, for our kids. So the government is, let me put it, it's the government, because those people, they are working for the government. Whatever they say to us, they are saying, we as the government, we are saying 1, 2, 3, you know. They have started the projects. Those projects, they don't include us. There is this, they call the project management unit. They created a project management unit. That project management unit didn't help us. They forced us to accept.
So, Mr. Miambu, what is it that the trustees want from government now in terms of the land claim of the Kruger National Park? It seems there is no solution. Government is not coming to the fore, and you're saying that they speak to you every time without actually making sure that you have your own legal representative. So what is it exactly that the Madonsi people want, for instance, from government?
First of all, you know, our government doesn't have a proper monitoring system. There's a lot which is happening in Kruger National Park. There's no monitoring system there. So if the government can get involved, let me say, if the president can get involved there, things can go right. We have been there from 98 till today. Can you check how long it is? They want everybody to die so that they can take whatever it belongs to our forefathers. So the government, we can be happy. You know, we understand that there is people who are willing there from the government to do the right thing, but the people on the ground, you know what, they are doing a terrible thing, you know. To disadvantage, we have been disadvantaged by an apartheid. Now our own black government are disadvantaging us worse, because when we see these people making business in our land and gain nothing from that, you know, it's painful. You know, my heart is building as I'm talking to you now.
I can imagine, sir. I can imagine. Mr. Richard Miambu, unfortunately, we've run out of time. A trustee of the Madonsi Kruger National Park Trust. Thank you very much for your time. Coming up on News Link, SASSA pledges to respond swiftly to challenge